you've been following my channel from day one, if you are a day one subscriber, when I created this channel, I used to cover topics concerning Kroger. And a lot of people would subscribe to my YouTube channel because they wanted me to talk about the ins and out in the state of Kroger. Now, my channel has evolved from that into more of a sports opinionated channel. So a lot of people that are new to this channel or haven't been day one subscribers are not aware I used to cover videos concerning Kroger, but I evolved it and made it sports opinionated. But several subscribers from the day one days wanted me to talk about this, and I ran across this article concerning Kroger, and it's on USA Today, and I think it was posted yesterday that Kroger is being investigated of overcharging customers on sale items. Now, they're being investigated. Either you pick up a product in the store or online, and you're looking at this product and you notice it's 50% off. You go to the counter or go online expecting to get it for this price, only to find out you're paying full price for it, or there's like a surplus charge with that price. And this could be several things. This is not new to me. I used to work at Kroger. I've seen them use this tactic several times. I can't confirm nor deny that this is an upper management strategy or from the corporate office. This is what they implement. But there are several reasons why this happens. And one reason is it's an honest mistake. Either, the product that's on the shelf is not placed in the right area. So it's an honest mistake. It's a human error. Sometimes it's a system error where you believe that you put it for that price, only to find out that it's not being charged for that amount. A lot of cases it's being charged full price, but in other cases it's even less than what is advertised. So sometimes it benefits the customer, and sometimes, but in a lot of cases it doesn't benefit the customer. Either way, it needs to be fixed. But this thing happens quite often at Kroger. Particularly if you work there long enough, you notice a trend. And a lot of these things are mistakes, human errors, but I think the majority of these are strategies that Kroger implement. I can't confirm nor deny of this strategy existing, but I do know it happens regularly, routinely, okay? So as far as the overpricing thing, I think when they're done investigating, they're going to have enough data that proves that this was an honest mistake. This is human error. That's what they're going to advertise. And it's neglect. A lot of employees are overworked. They have these employees doing several different types of things, and sometimes it just off their radar. But in a lot of cases, I feel like in a lot of cases, it's a strategy to make money, because Kroger's thinking, you're going to go up to the line. You've been probably sitting in the line for like over 10 minutes, or you done making your online order, and you're just going to just buy it. Some people are going to figure it out, and people don't take their receipts with them, even though there's an app you can look at your data from your previous shopping visits. But people 9 times out of 10 don't look at their receipts. They don't track what they're actually buying. And when they find out, it'd be much later, they say to themselves, okay, they got me on this. I'm not going to go into the store. I'm not going to go onto the app and complain about this and this, that, and the third. And they're just going to just walk away from it like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. And they just continue to do business thinking that it's an honest mistake. And Kroger is hoping for you to do that, by the way. There's not a multi-million-dollar business that thinks, I hope our customers find out that we made an honest mistake, and hope that they come in so we can refund them the full price because it scans wrong, right? And if it scans wrong, they're supposed to give you one of those free and the other one if you bought multiple ones for the actual sale price, okay? So there's not a multi-million-dollar company on the planet that's hoping for that. If they really believe in that philosophy, they would immediately go on social media and let the world know that, hey, we've noticed. But a lot of these stores are individually run, okay? They follow a scheme and a baseline to what corporate wants them to do, but a lot of these stores are individually run, so they're not in unison, okay? So, but everyone with social media, I'm pretty sure that all of these stores have social media accounts. If not, they all follow the official Kroger website or social media handles, okay? So, but let's just be honest, they're not going to notify you of when there's a mistake, okay? If they don't have to. Like if something's out of date, or if something has some product in it that's not supposed to be there, or some product in there that could get you sick, there's rules and guidelines they have to follow to advertise to the world, like, hey, this salad contains this, that, and the third. If you got it beyond in these dates, bring it to the store, we'll refund you your money. There's laws in place where they have to do that. But if those laws never existed, Kroger nor any other multi-million-dollar corporation is going to just do it from the kindness of their heart, okay? So let's just go and get that out of there. So I'm pretty sure that this is a strategy. I can't confirm nor deny it, but it's a strategy that's practically used to make money here and there. And why Kroger is, heading down this path, okay? Why would they do that? Why would they nickel and dime their customers? Well, there's reasons behind them nickeling and diming their customers, because Kroger isn't what Kroger used to be 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. Kroger was in the mindset of, we're not changing our philosophy. We're a brick and mortar store. People are going to come into our stores. They're going to come into our stores because it's fresh, because we have great customer service, we have knowledgeable staffers, and we have made a relationship with our customers. So they're going to come into our customers. But if you have been noticing a trend, online shopping is big. And I remember in a conference when I used to work at Kroger, they had this big conference, and they talk about how Amazon is our competition. Walmart is our competition, and we're going to continue to be set in our ways, and that's our competition. We're not changing. And what happened? Amazon became the number one corporation that does online shopping. Okay, they have buildings here and there, but the majority of their money they're generating through their online services. Walmart followed Amazon, and Kroger was late to the party. Now, eventually, they have an online shopping portion on their app. I believe it's called ClickList, where they do the shopping for you. All you do is come pick it up. Same way with Walmart Plus. But the difference between Walmart Plus and Amazon, they are really heavy in delivering the product straight to your home. Kroger's late to the party with it. They do have delivery services, but it's nowhere near the realm of what Amazon and what Walmart is doing. So Walmart and Amazon change with the times. They know today's shopper is not the same shopper that was 20 years ago, okay? Your great grandmama used to come into the store, and then your great mama continued the trend, and then your mama, for the most part of her life, continued the trend until technology got better, where she could just shop at home or shop at work. And now customers, It's not a young man's game, online shopping. Everyone's doing online shopping, from the youngest to the oldest. It's more convenient. You don't have to go into a store. You don't have to get ready, this, that, and the third. So Amazon and Walmart is changing with the times. Now, Kroger slowly evolved and started changing with the times, but it's a little too late. Amazon already has an imprint on online shopping, the same as Walmart. Kroger is, like I said, is late to the party. There are some Publix that Publix are not internationally known, but they still do things similar to what Kroger does. Let's promise them freshness and customer service, and these customers will flock in. If you've been noticing, a lot of these Kroger, like a lot of these stores, particularly Kroger, they're pretty much empty. There's pretty much not a lot of people in these stores, and it reflects with the volume. It reflects in how many employees you have. A lot of these stores are not fully staffed, okay? And there's certain portions of the day where you may have like 5 or 6 cashiers early in the morning, but throughout the day you may have 2 cashiers available, and they're promoting self-checkout, but they're really heavily promoting online shopping. And this is the state of today's shopper. Kroger got late into the game with it, and now when you're starting to get heavily involved into it, your competition is already there. Okay, your competition is now thinking about drones. Now they're almost eliminating delivery services where they have these trucks come and bring your food. Now they're investing in technology where you don't need a truck. They're heavily investing in AI. They're heavily investing in drones. They're heavily investing in technology to make it easier, okay? And Walmart and Amazon is heavily investing their time, money, and resources into that. And Kroger is late to the game in it. Last time I heard anything Kroger related as far as technology goes, they were invested in land drones, where it just takes your order to your home. They're not heavily involved in it. They didn't put a lot of money or resources into it. And I fear Kroger is going to do the same thing what they did with online shopping. They're going to wait. They're going to let Amazon and Walmart be the guinea pigs of this drone opportunity. And when Amazon and Walmart figure a practical use for it, and they're generating revenue, and more customers start flocking over to their services, then Kroger's going to wake up and say, okay, let's invest in that. Okay, they're the guinea pigs. It worked for them, so it should work for us. And I feel like it's going to be a little too late. Now, I don't know if people have been noticing this tariff situation. It's going to have a huge impact in retail stores, and it's going to have a huge impact on online shopping. And it's going to be heavily. Amazon is going to suffer with this. Walmart's going to suffer with this, but Kroger is going to heavily be suffered into this as well, because if you look at their system, it's built like back in the 80s and 90s. They're not changing with the times. They may bend a little here and there, but they're not totally plunging all into let's completely revamp this thing. And it's not good news for Kroger later on down the road. It would not surprise me none if Kroger decides to merge with another retail store. They tried to do it with Albertsons. And if they would have merged with Albertsons, they would have, Kroger and Albertsons would have been the biggest grocery chain on the planet, and they could have dictated how the grocery business is going to operate. They would have dictated on revenue and things of that nature. But that deal fell through. Now Albertsons feels like it was Kroger that didn't want to follow through. And that's why the deal is not done. They also complaining that the government didn't want these two corporations merged. I feel like it was a power struggle. Who was going to have the most power, Albertsons or Kroger? And I think ultimately ego played a huge part in why that deal fell through. But I do feel like Kroger will merge, not with an Albertsons, not with an Amazon, or not with a Walmart, but they'll probably merge with somebody like a Publix or Food City or whatever, someone that's big but not as big as Kroger. A lot of people feel like Albertsons was way bigger than Kroger, and that's why that deal did not go through. So yeah, that's pretty much it on this video. If you guys want me to still cover topics concerning Kroger and Kroger news, just comment in the comments section. How many of you guys that were subscribed to me day one, are you still here? Comment in the comment section. Tell me. So if you want me to cover more topics like this, I'll be more than happy to cover topics like this. Like I said, I used to work for that corporation. I know the ins and outs of that corporation. That corporation is falling fast. It would not surprise me none in the next 10 years Kroger try to merge with someone else, or someone just buys out Kroger, because Kroger is late to the game of changing with the times, and with the tariffs and with online shopping. You don't have a real full grip with online shopping. You're not even king in online shopping when you compare yourselves to your competition, quote unquote competition, Walmart and Amazon. They're are leaps and bounds better than the system that you have in play. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Deuces.